It's probably not coordinated from one country to the next, but it's almost certainly coordinated within each country. And what you'll get typically is small groups of people who want to make themselves look big online will coordinate an action. They'll push it very, very hard. But jumping across borders and across language groups is rather less likely.
And is this, are we seeing essentially an effort by the far right to try and break out of the echo chambers that we hear so much about online?
That's right. And we've been seeing that for some years now, in different countries and at different times. But whenever you get a small fringe group online, something they will try and do is break out of their echo chamber. They'll try and make hashtags trend, for example, because what they really want to do is get more people to actually notice them and pay attention.
Why are we not seeing this from centrist groups or even the far left?
It's a good question. Curiously, the far left seem to put a lot more time into actual on-the-ground tactics and measures. So if you go to far left fora, they'll be talking about how you put up posters and how you put up stickers and how you engage with real people. Whereas on the far right, there seems to be a fear of actually going out into the real world and engaging with real people. So this seems to be more of a far right phenomenon. And the centrist parties tend to be larger. They tend to have many more ways of reaching people. Online is really what you do is if you can't do anything else.
Platforms like Twitter, like Facebook, Google, they've all signed up to the European Commission's Code of Practice on Disinformation. That's meant to try and limit the interference of users like this in elections. Is it working?
It's a mixed picture. The platforms are doing far more than they did maybe 3 or 4 years ago. They're taking it far more seriously. And we've been seeing an accelerating number of takedowns and suspensions as the accounts get revealed. The problem is that the platforms are very, very big, and it's relatively easy to create a new account and start running again. So it's a game of cat and mouse.
And just lastly, what advice would you give to internet users, voters, as they try and do some research before those EU parliamentary elections? How should they look out for fake news?
Don't just rely on one source, and keep an eye out for stuff which makes you feel really emotional and really angry or really afraid. Because if somebody is trying to make you angry or afraid, it's probably that they're trying to manipulate you.